What's up, Geeksters? It's me, Omar from geeksterlabs.com, and today I have an unboxing from a product that was sent to me from B&H Photo. So they have sent me a brand new camera to review for you guys. So what I have here is the Panasonic Lumix G DMC G7. So this camera is a 4K camera. I've been looking around to see what different cameras I can find that offer 4K capabilities that are under $1,000, and so this is the one I've been hearing about most from the ones I've been searching and looking online. So this one I have here is the 14 to 140 lens, but if you get the regular normal 14 to 42 lens, that one actually retails for $600. This one is $900 with the bigger lens. And that's currently right now the prices on B&H Photo. This can go up. Those could be just sale prices. It is during Christmas time, and I did believe they knocked off $200 off of those. But even if they jacked them up $200 more back to the regular price, the 14 to 42 would be $800, and I believe this one would be $1,100. So I have reviewed the Panasonic GH4. If you guys are interested in seeing some footage or coverage of that one, I'll put an annotation or a card up there so you guys can click on that and see all those different videos. Like my other camera reviews, I'm going to be doing a series of videos on this, not just one video like I said obviously in the title. This one is the unboxing and first impression of this product. I'm going to have sample footage. In another video I'm going to have a complete detailed tour of every single button, port, and nook and cranny of this camera. And then I'll be doing a full review as well, and any other reviews or setup videos for like the Wi-Fi setup, things like that come along. But this is not the only video on this product, so make sure you keep it locked on this channel if you guys are interested in seeing all the different videos I'm going to be doing as far as my coverage of the G7. So right out of the gate, open up the box, we do have the instruction manual, the CD applications, warranty information, all that kind of good stuff that usually comes with most cameras that people never open. So it does come with the lens hood with this lens, so that's pretty nice. So here we have the lens. Like I said, this is a 14 to 140, and this is a micro four thirds camera, so the lens are obviously pretty small. Doesn't seem super large or big. Has a little bit of length there when you zoom it out completely, but still a very nice, compact, small, light lens, so that's really nice. Yep, the USB cable right here. We do have the little brick here for the battery, and so this one is all contained, so it has the prongs right there. I love these kind of batteries. I hate to kind of have to include the plug, the long cord cable with it, but this one does not do that. You can just plug it straight in, so that's kind of nice. And we have the battery pack right there. I believe this one is, how many milliamps is this? 1200 milliamps. So I've kind of heard things about the batteries on these cameras not lasting super long, so one thing to consider, you might want to purchase an additional battery if you do purchase this camera. So there's the battery right there. Oh wait, we do have the strap as well. Let me show you guys the strap. The Lumix branded G strap, so that's pretty nice. So let's take out the camera, and I'm going to give you guys some close-up details and just talk about my first impressions taking the camera out of the bag. Alright guys, so here we have the body of the camera. I took it out of the packaging, and my initial first reaction when I first take it out of the box is that it does feel very lightweight, which is a good thing, but when you compare it to like a GH4, which feels more solid and has more heft and weight to it, I don't know, that kind of concerns me a little bit. The other thing I noticed too is like some of these buttons and such over here on this edge, they're very plastic-ish. They don't seem very super high quality. So of course this camera is not as expensive as the GH4, so I wouldn't expect it to be as premium feeling or as nice feeling as the GH4. But I also didn't expect to see much of a difference. I thought they were going to be pretty much the same body, but just the internals maybe slightly different. But the actual body itself does feel a little more inexpensive than the GH4. Whether or not the pictures and images it can take are comparable to that remains to be seen, and I will be including those types of videos in this series of G7 videos. If you guys do want to learn more about the GH4, I have a bunch of other videos of that as well, like I mentioned earlier. But my initial thoughts is it feels very lightweight. Obviously it does not have the lens on it, so what do you say we pop the lens on and see if that changes things up. Of course this is the 14 to 140 lens, but it's still a very good, small, compact type of camera, even though it's a DSLR. But I was kind of interested. I found that to be interesting that the actual physical aspects of it feel a little bit different from the GH4, not quite as premium, which makes sense. It's drastically cheaper than the GH4. So I just think there's a large group of people that are probably considering getting the GH4, but maybe they don't have enough money to get that, and they're considering buying the G7. So that's just one thing I do want to let you guys know, that as far as the finish and the overall quality of the body, it is good. It just does not feel as premium as a GH4. Even with the lens on it though, that does add some good weight to it, but it's still overall pretty lightweight. I think it's a little over a pound with the lens on it. And as I showed you earlier, this lens, it's about that big, so it still keeps it pretty small, not a super large footprint. But overall, I mean, I've been really impressed with Panasonic's cameras. And so I'm looking forward to really testing this one out and giving it a good go with it, and testing and checking out the types of video and pictures it can take, because I'm actually considering purchasing one for myself. I can't really afford the GH4 right now on my budget, so this might be a good solution to that if I do want to get some 4K footage on the channel, as well as just 1080 at 60 frames per second, which this one is able to film as well. There's actually not that many differences I've noticed so far when comparing the GH4 to this camera. I'll get more into those details in the full review itself, but just initially when I was doing some research on this one and the GH4, there weren't too many differences. I believe they even have the same sensor. If you guys know differently, please post that in the comment section below. I'm kind of curious about that, but as far as I know, this one has a 17.3 by 13mm MOS sensor, and I believe it's the same one that's in the GH4 as well. So, obviously the GH4 is able to film true 4K. This one is able to film Ultra HD, which is slightly lower than 4K footage, but still, overall, a pretty nice looking camera. Pretty good lightweight camera. It's not too heavy. It's still very small, being a micro four thirds mirrorless camera. So that's a nice thing too as well, because it definitely feels smaller than like my T3i Rebel from Canon. So nice little small body right here. So if you guys have any questions about this product or what you've seen so far, post them down below in the comment section. I read each and every comment in all of my videos, and I'll always do my best to get back to you as quick as possible. If you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you want to stay up to date with all of my content, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video review.